Enjoy the food you love and still see the progress on the scales. You see, the most important thing to achieving your weight loss goals is having a healthy and a good relationship with food. What happens often from speaking to the hundreds of clients I've trained with is they just have this guilt around food. They have this bad relationship with food, which makes them overeat, indulge, just finding themselves starting over and over again from square one. And what that causes is a spiral effect to add more weight and just create this situation where you just feel like you've lost all control. And what's the point? So what I want to do in this video is go over a few pointers, a few things that I can share with you from the hundreds of clients that I've worked with to help them build a healthy relationship with food and ultimately shift the weight and keep it off for good. Because this is what it comes down to. If you want to lose the weight and actually keep it off, it comes down to having this great relationship with food. And if you go onto my social media, such as my Instagram, you'll see some of the testimonials I have. Some of the people who are raving about working with me and how I've helped them to develop a good relationship with food. So first thing I need to go over, what's most important, is you need to have a sense of control. You need to have a control of your nutrition and your diet. And that comes out to one fundamental component which makes the major differences: understanding and knowing and having a structure around your calories. That is the most important thing. If you are going to lose weight, it comes down to the calories you're having. How much calories are you consuming? I know a lot of people on the internet will say otherwise. They'll say, carbs, or how much carbs you're having, or how much sugar you're having, or how much juice you're drinking, or fruit, whatever it may be. They may be selling you that package. But what it inevitably comes down to, through the research, science research, and through all the information that is available, is the amount of calories that you are having. So that is the fundamental thing. You need to have some set of tracking in place. You need to know how many calories you're having. Like, what are you eating? How much do you eat? How much do you consume during a day? You need to have a basic understanding of what calories are, what are higher calorie foods, what are lower calorie foods. And it's really important because I've heard it so many times, but I eat healthy. I'm eating all the, I'm eating my nuts, I'm eating all, your healthier, your olive oils. I'm eating all these foods that are healthy, but I just can't seem to shift that weight. And the reason being is because just because something is quote unquote healthy does not mean that it's going to help you on your weight loss goals, because there are healthy foods, people that would class them as healthy foods, that have a high amount of calories. And if you're consuming on them, even in smaller amounts, without tracking it, these things can creep up and sneak up on you. So the foundational thing, the most important thing, if you want to start building a healthy relationship with food, is understanding the calories around it, understanding how much you're consuming, how much you're eating, what foods are higher in calories, and what foods are going to support you and help you in terms of their calorie output. And that's the fundamental thing. That's why I need to start off with that and help you. Because as part of that as well, you will be able to enjoy some of those foods, your desserts, you'll be able to have that chocolate cake, that biscuit that you enjoy. There's no problems. You can enjoy those things and still see progress. But if you understand how many calories you are having and you have some sort of tracking and some sort of structure and method around it, then you'll be able to you'll be able to enjoy those foods, because that is not what health and fitness is about restrictiveness and cutting everything out and starving yourself. That is not the point. The point is that you live a lifestyle where you are fit, where you have a body that you are proud of, that you're happy with, that you're able to have more energy from it, be more productive, all these sorts of things. And they do not come from starving yourself or restricting yourself. They come from freedom, because I believe exercise and fitness and health is about freedom. So that's why tracking and calories come so important when you are trying to achieve this goal. The final thing I'm going to end with, because I've given you the most fundamental thing, that's the the biggest pointer that you need to do. The other thing that or the last thing that I'm going to end with, which is really important, is your mindset around food. This is something that needs work. Everyone needs work on it, and especially if you find yourself in what I mentioned earlier in the video, on these spikes of, you know, consuming a lot, starting over again, feeling guilty. You need to work on your mindset, especially around food. One bad day, or one bad meal, let's say, isn't going to make or break it. Things are not made in one-offs. You're not going to have one great meal and, see your weight loss goals, and you're not going to have one bad meal and all your weight loss goals deter. So your mindset needs to be set up to be realistic and to be, to encourage and support you on this goal. You need to have a positive mindset around food and understand that food is a fuel. It is to support you. It's where we get our nutrients. It is where we get our, the good nutrients to support us and help us to function and move. It is not something that is bad. It is not bad if you indulge. Again, like I said, if you go to that core principle, then it will still support you. So getting your mindset in check around food, understanding that there is not an all or nothing mindset just because you've had one bad meal, one good meal. To summarize, it is not the end of the world. What you want to do, to give you a practical tip, is you want to future thinking. You want to do future thinking. You want to think, the person that I want to be, this person who loses weight and maintains it and keeps it, what will they look like? What will they do? What actions will they implement? Will they be eating food and have structure and have some control around it? If so, then just take those actions, like I said, and move forwards with that. But that is the most important thing. If you want to have a great relationship with food, work on those fundamentals, work on your mindset, remove that all or nothing mindset. Really start to believe in yourself and believe that you are capable of this and you can do it, and don't be too harsh on yourself as well. So these are all things that come in to give you a great relationship with food and allow you to see those results. So if you haven't already come across my videos, just check out a few more. I've obviously mentioned healthy relationship with food. I've got other videos that go deeper into mindset and go deeper into calories and different shopping tips and hacks to help you out. So if you are on this journey and you do want to see progress, you want to see the weight come off and you want to maintain it and you want to live a happy and healthier life, then check those videos out and I'll see you in the next one.